Morning, boys and girls. You can see from our crown today that we're going to do kings and queens. And why? Because a king and a queen lives in a castle. What do you call their children? Well, it's a prince and a princess. So today we're going to make a crown. And don't forget, I'm not Teacher Jeanette today. I will be known as Your Majesty. So make sure Mom and Dad call you Your Majesty whenever you're wearing your crown. Kings and queens in pictures look so normal. I mean, this guy has got his gold crown and he looks happy and he's married to a queen. Now I'm going to tell you all about some kings and queens who were very strange. This was King Louis XIV of France. And you look at him and you think, he doesn't look like a guy at all. But in those days, they used to wear wigs. But the funny thing is, he was tiny. So what he used to do is he would wear high-heeled boots to make him look taller. The wigs that he wore on top of his head made him look even taller. When he died, he had 1,000 wigs. Very strange. He does look like a lady. The other interesting thing is he was 4 years old when he became king of France. If you know anything about ancient Egypt, you would have seen this king's mask. His name was King Tut, or King Tutankhamun. And shame, he was very young when he became king. He was 8 or 9 years old, and then he only ruled for 10 years, and he died while he was still a teenager. But look at this beautiful mask made of gold. This is King Henry VIII. He was king of England, and he wasn't well known because he was so nice and kind and sweet. Oh no. He had 6 wives. Supposedly, all he wanted was a son. And if his wife couldn't give him a son, well, he chopped off their heads, he divorced them, and he left them if they didn't give him a son. And it's not just kings that were famous. The queens were also very important. This was Queen Cleopatra. She was in Egypt. And have a look at her eyes. This was another picture that they had of her. She used to have a huge amount of makeup on her eyes and the black around it. She was always well known for having black hair that came to about her shoulders and these heavily made up eyes. Apparently she was very beautiful too. She became queen at 12 years old, and how's this for odd? She married 2 of her brothers, and then she killed one of them too. This was Queen Marie Antoinette of France. She was very famous for having these huge, tall hairstyles. I mean, that's almost as bad as that other French king. She spent lots of money on dresses. She made the king build her a beautiful palace. Look at inside. Not quite my taste for a bedroom, but it was very smart and it cost a lot of money. And the people didn't like her because they didn't have much money, and she used to spend huge amounts on herself. This is the longest reigning queen that there has been, and she is Queen Elizabeth. She's Queen Elizabeth of England, and she's been a queen for 65 years. That's why she looks so ancient with her white hair and all her wrinkles. The best thing about being a queen is look at the crown. Those are all diamonds. She's wearing diamonds and the red stones are rubies. Now enough about old kings and queens. Let's have a look at a prince and a princess. This is Prince William, and he's married to Princess Kate. And she looks so much like a princess, almost out of Disney. She's so beautiful, and he's looking very smart in a soldier uniform. And what do kings and queens and princes and princesses wear on their heads? Well, you know, it's a crown. Why do they wear a crown? Because they're people of importance. And the crown is always made out of gold, and it's got expensive jewels in it. This is Queen Elizabeth of England, and look at her magnificent crown. Those are all huge diamonds. The green is emerald, the red is rubies. This is another crown of the Queen of England. And this big stone here is a diamond that comes from South Africa. So it's worth a huge amount of money, this crown. And they would have lots of diamonds and diamond chips all over the place. We're going to make our own crown now. So boys, you can be a king or a prince. Girls, you can be a queen or a princess. You might need mom and dad to help you cut out the crown, or should I say to draw the crown, because it's quite difficult to make it look decent. So the first thing we're going to do is to make our headband that our crown is going to go onto. So use a ruler and draw 2 pieces of the headband that you're going to join, and then let's quickly cut them out. And then when you've got your 2 strips, put a little bit of glue on and stick them together, and then we're going to use it for just now to stick our crown on top of. So put that one away. Right, then this is why you're going to need mom or dad. I normally fold the piece of paper in half, and then I design my crown, so when I cut it out, it's going to cut out perfectly. Right, so you've got to measure it for double as long as a crown. So it's going to be a shortish crown that's just going to fit for the front of your head. Okay, so I've cut it out like that. Then, so it doesn't look ugly that you've got a big, what do you call it, a fold in the middle of your crown. Now you're just going to draw it onto your piece of paper, and then that's going to be your proper crown. So just trace it on. And then what you're going to do is to go and look for all kinds of, I don't know, sparkly things if mom's got it around the house. If not, you can draw on it, or you can use some tin foil and cut some shapes and stick them on your crown. I've looked around the house and I've found some interesting stickers. I've found some interesting bits of shiny things. So you're going to just decorate your own crown. I hope you've got some things at home so you don't just have to put koki on it, but you know what, koki's beautiful too. I've done the first part of my crown like that. Now I'm going to go and add some color. I think I'm going to take the easy way and do food coloring, but before I do that, I'm going to stick it onto my headband. So just put some glue on, stick your headband on it, sorry, your crown on your headband, and then you're just going to put it around your head.